Hey everybody, Panther0822 here. By the time you guys are seeing this, I will have been in Florida almost a week. Somewhere around there. So hopefully I'm having a good time. Hopefully everything's going and grooving the way that the wife and I planned. So, but for now, let's get in, and hopefully I can finish out Manaans, or at least get to the star map. Because the goal is to get to the star map, and once I get to the star map, I am gonna go from there. I've actually been keeping a timer and actually only letting the episodes go to about 45 minutes. I'm gonna do the same with this one, although I may not go to a full 45 minutes on this one. We will see. So. All right, let's get to it. We're trying to beat the clock. Whoa.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Cellcath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
What? What do you... No. The Firaxa, the Cellcath. I can't let you in. They'll get us. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'll unlock the door, but you have to come in quickly. I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Cellcath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Firaxa and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Cellcath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project. We had a secret agreement with the moderates in the Cellcath government. They knew that Manaans could not survive independently if the Sith were victorious.
Those thugs would wipe out the whole damn planet just to get at the Kolto.
So the Republic approached them about making this secret installation to harvest more Kolto, where the Sith couldn't see us. But all that went horribly, horribly wrong.
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Cellcaths started screaming too. And they turned on us. It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too. Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. Would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With Kolto as a food source.
And all those other Firaxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. children coming to protect their mother.
It's definitely an interesting thought.
That would be suicide! It's out there still!
Out there, waiting for us.
The Phyraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do. The repellent we made was supposed to drive Phyraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do. You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Phyraxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main Kolto harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Phyraxan shark.
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift. You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work!
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water. Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the Kolto. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the Kolto. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Alright, I am really not much for intentionally killing shit. And this is one of those cases. Alright, that's the way that I came. Alright, I think that's as far as I'm gonna be able to get here. No. Yeah, there's no other way there. I've explored that. Alright, let's save here real quick, and then we'll, hope this shit works. Alright, well, on the upside... the problem is, it looks like I can only do this one...
How can I help? Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council. Perhaps you're not being truly objective, then. There's no need to spare my feelings on this point. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before, and you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together. I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Alrighty, flirty flirt. My repair skill is not high enough to do another repair for HK.
How can I help?
Any other conversations, please? Nope.
Then I suggest we move on.
Alright. Got 9 repair parts. What type of droid is it? I think it's just a... Well, yeah, it's a patrol droid. Alright, gonna take a second. We're gonna save. Hover over this. Gonna save right here, just to be on the safe side. Well, that's why I saved where I did, because I was kind of actually expecting that. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I went way too... No, we are gonna access this. Hopefully this is what I'm looking for. Or it'll be something... Alright. So the first step is fill the injector pod. Once it's filled, transfer to container. Fill the injector again. And then transfer. And then dump. Hopefully I did that right. Maybe not. Alright, so step one was fill. Okay, so we're going to fill the injector pod. Transfer from injector to control. Fill the injector to max. Transfer from injector to container. Empty container pod. Transfer from injector to container. Fill injector. And then transfer from injector control. Alright, so let's save here real quick. Alright. And again, save because I really hate losing progress. Speaking of losing progress. Well, on the upside, no sharks want to make me dinner, so that makes me happy. You know, it's been 13 years since the wife and I were out in Florida. Our honeymoon was actually in Florida, so this is not just a professional trip for us. This is also a little bit of a sentimental trip as well. Both of them leveled. I should probably level them here real quick. Yeah, auto level, that's fine. And then same with Bastila, auto level.
What?
Alright.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
Okay.
Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
No, I'm gonna focus on him. That being said... Got another double-bladed lightsaber. Got a hell of a lot of credits. Darth Bandon's fiber armor. I might actually look at that. And I really don't want to repeat that, so we are gonna save. I'm actually surprised I made it through that, so that is okay. Do any jackasses have anything? Nope. Hello, precious. I have already grabbed.
Acknowledgement.
What?
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility? Insane. What did they do? And why? Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto? It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors? Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged? No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Where are we at? Got about 10-ish minutes left. Am I able to fast travel to the Hawk? No, looks like I'm gonna have to try and return to the Hawk the long and hard way. That does not exactly make me happy, but joy. Well, you see, what happened was... Alright, let's see. No. That's an N.
Silver.
Alright. Let's save. Because again, I absolutely hate... Oh, no. Alright, can I fast travel now? Return to Hawk. Alright, there are a couple side quests that are in this area that I haven't done, and honestly, if I do them, it will be off cam. But right now, I just want to get back on the Ebon Hawk, and honestly, this is probably where I'm going to call it, but I do want to try a few conversations here real quick. Again, it's sort of say, blame her aunt, she's not wrong, so... She's... Alright.
Statement. HK-47.
Alright.
As you...
At this point, we have hit our 45-minute mark. I want to actually try and have a conversation here with Bachelor real quick. I've got to deal with these things here real quick. We also haven't talked to Karth in a while, so let's have a quick conversation and then we'll call it.
How can I help? You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say. With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this. I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you. The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Wife just wanted to let me know that she was home. Alright.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me. You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive. I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
Well, I happen to disagree with you.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you? You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us. But I can't. Malak will...
I'm tempted to go with the first one mainly because there's actually a song that it's a reference to and it has a good memory to it. We're gonna go with it.
Oh my. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
It's actually not entirely true.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
All right, and with that interesting thought, this is where I'm going to leave it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's always appreciated. Until the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.